Hi, I'm so glad you are here today. I am making a wonderfully fresh and cooling and delicious salad that is very simple, but the result is a really delicious salad for summertime. We have made this salad a few times and we've got just about a half of a watermelon left, and it is so good. And this is the way that I do my melons, and I think it's safe, so you don't get yourself hurt. I turn it over. This is my beautiful Nakano knife. Oh my goodness, it is so nice. And I'm cutting these into about 1 inch, about 1 inch slabs. And I keep my hands out of the way, as you can see. We don't want any cuts. All right, let's start with that. And these are about 1 inch slices, give or take a little bit with my angle of accuracy. And we're just going to go through here and cut this off the rind. Most of these salads now, of course, watermelons are seedless. Once in a while you will find one that might have a little, these to me are not of a concern. They're not. Now once in a while you actually will find some that have the old-fashioned black seeds. And if you found those, I would say cut them out. But at this point, I don't see any reason to go cutting out any of these seeds. Maybe something like that. I know it's pretty soft. Oh, they're very soft. Okay. Now there's one I'll take out. All right. So we're going to go through here like so and get that all off that rind. Really, I think, to be honest, I think the majority of this salad is just the prep work, and it doesn't take long. So I'm going to cut it again, I would say about 1 inch cubes. And it's so nice that watermelon now is getting to come back into season. We can get done eating oranges and apples. Because after a winter of apples and oranges and bananas, it's nice to get some fresh melons. So delicious. So I'm going to put these into a bowl. Get myself a rag to dry my hands on. So I have this nice bowl of, and of course you can make this, as large of a salad or as small as a salad as you like. And I'm just going to wipe off a little bit of this here, because I'm now going to chop up some fresh mint. And I buy them if you have a garden and you can grow it, but be really careful. That has to go into a pot, or you'll have mint all over your yard. But anyway, I buy these and I rinse them off, and then I pull off the leaves. I don't use the stems. And you don't want to overkill on mint. I would say for this amount of watermelon, and I would say this is probably 2.5 cups, I'm going to put in probably just a tablespoon or so of the chopped mint, and I'm going to chop it pretty fine. You want it in there. But you don't want to have big pieces coming into your mouth, So I would say that's a good packed. I'd say that's about a packed tablespoon of. I'm going to move this aside, and I just now realize that I do not have a spoon. Okay, I have a spoon now. We can start mixing this up, and that mint, that's a little too big of a piece. Where did that go? There it is. I'm going to pull that out. The mint just smells so good. Now I know you're going to think this is a little odd, but it tastes wonderful. Is a fresh cracked pepper, just a little bit. You don't have to go crazy, but there's something about that just makes it delicious. And a little stir on that. And then here's the one piece of it that makes it so unique. It's feta cheese. And what's nice is that you get that sweetness from the watermelon, and then you get the saltiness, the brininess of the feta cheese. And it's really, really a beautiful combination. And and if it breaks apart, you know, like if it cracks while you're cutting it, that's great, not a big deal. And I'm going to put probably about a half a cup. As I said, I've got about two and a half cups of watermelon here. So I'm going to put about a half a cup of this feta. And what I attempted to do was cut it into, well, probably about a ½ inch cubes. But it broke apart, and as I said, that's just great. So I'm going to move all of this out of the way and bring this back in. And give it a stir. And would you believe that's it? That is how easy this salad is. And what I would suggest is you put it in the refrigerator and you let it sit there for an hour, and the feta will, you know, that flavor will meld with the watermelon, and it is such a tasty, tasty salad. So I didn't have my microphone on when I got my spoon. And I started doing all this filming and realized I didn't have my microphone on. So I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to show you what I did, and I'm going to tell you what I did. Hang on. So this is about 2½ cups of watermelon, and it was about a tablespoon or so of mint. We got that far. Pepper, right? And I stirred it up. And then came, to me, kind of like, well, it's not the star of the show, but it is certainly just makes this a taste of heaven. This is feta cheese, not the kind that's in brine, just the dry, you know, regular feta cheese. And I took about a half a cup of it, and I cut it up into about ½ inch cubes. And it breaks apart, no big deal. You know, you're going to stir it and it will break apart, but that's just going to help get all that beautiful flavor together, so you have one cohesive salad. It's awfully good. Now, as I said, we've made this a couple of times and we're just over the moon about it. And of course, each time I make it, it's a little different because I might add a little too little mint, or a little not enough feta. So it's one of those things that you can do this little balancing act with until you know. But the way I fixed it for you today, I think that you'll be very pleased. And doesn't that look lovely? You know, you're going to be the star. There we go. Now you can really see it. You're going to be the star of the show. Let me tell you, if you take this to a barbecue or an outdoor dinner somewhere, or if you just are ready for something fresh and cooling and quite delicious on a hot summer day. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. Take care now. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.